Happy day, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 19 rune scope. We have Venus, the goddess of love, here to help us with readings. And of course, the big news is your 19 love rune scopes are now available over on Vimeo channel. You will find the link below. Of course, your 19 yearly rune scope is over there as well. And the 19 career and finance rune scope is there as well. So lots of 19 stuff. Also, part 2 of your rune scope is there this month. A new year means new decks. And my sister got me this beautiful deck for Christmas. It's Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides, Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer and B. Sturgis. I mean, these cards are just gorgeous. I mean, look at this, the artwork on these. So definitely check out. Let's see. I just love it. So thanks, sis. But yeah, definitely check out your spiritual guidance reading for free. In conjunction with our runes here on YouTube, I will be using the beautiful Tarot Art Nouveau. This is by Linnea Weatherstone and Antonella Castelli. So let's see what the month of love holds for you. Hey there, Libra. It's Amanda here with your 19 rune scope. Let's see which runes want to talk to you. First of all, we'll get those cast and then we will see what the Art Nouveau Tarot wants to talk about and expand on. Libra 19, what's going on with them? Libra. Whew. As always, keep in mind, these are general readings, Libra, so not all of these messages will be for you. Some are going to be for the other Librans that are watching, but you can always check out the video for your rising sign as well. In fact, the majority of you are going to find that that's the most accurate, the most often. It's more specific to your personal chart. If you would like to take out all the guesswork, though, and like to talk just about your circumstances and the specific people in your life, you can always set up a private session with me. My 1-hour New Year's sessions will be available February 28th. Once all the spots are booked, they're gone. So that's 2 full readings, one covering the first half of the year, and then a second one covering the second half of the year with time for questions as well. So if you want to book that, all the information is below in the info box. Just email me to set that up. And the 3-minute session is, of course, always available as well. In general, though, what is going on here? We got the Sun card in reverse as your challenge. So the worst challenge to have, even in the reverse, the Sun card is just saying there's something that you're working towards to get recognition for. You're trying to get, it's like, notice me, notice me, notice me. And this may be, I feel like for a lot of you, this is in like an emotional sense. Like you're trying to get someone to notice you. Hey, pay attention to me. So you may be, tweeting at somebody a lot, or like it on their Facebook page, or like it on their Instagram posts, or, texting them a lot. Saying, hey, do you see me? Do you see me right over here? But Dayag is here saying, like, you feel really strongly about this. So you single Libras, it does seem that someone's caught your eye. Now, this could also be somebody trying to get your attention, Libra. And maybe you don't want their attention. Maybe you're already in a relationship or you're interested in somebody else. So this could also be trying to get a promotion or recognition at work. Trying to get, some kind of like your time in the sun, your place in the sun. This could also be one of your kids trying to get your attention, Libra. Or trying to spend more time with you. So they be acting out a little bit. Sometimes it's interesting because Gemini got a similar message, but it was about like their spouse or someone acting out to get their attention or behaving differently. For you, it could be your kids or one kid in particular. Perhaps a Leo, because the Sun card, Leo's ruled by the Sun, and we do have some Wands energy here, which we're talking about in a second. So. If one of your kids is acting out, if they're acting out at school or if there's some behavioral stuff going on, it does seem like it is coming up as a challenge. So, maybe the challenge is just in what's the approach. And it does seem like whatever this is a process, but it will have a positive benefit. It's just, you're not going to see results overnight, In this day and age, we're so used to, I mean, I saw a commercial today where there's even shoes that electronically tighten so you don't have to tie your shoes. We've gotten so lazy, we can't even tie our shoes anymore. But yeah, it's like people just expect to like, okay, I'm going to find a kid a therapist, drop them off, and I expect them to be, after one session, totally fixed. All the damage I've done, you know, not that you're a poor parent or anything, Libra, but I mean, all parents F up. They just do. There's no manual. We all learned bad things, most of us, from our parents. We all have, and it tends to kind of repeat the cycle. So, but yeah, people will be like, here's one session with a therapist. Big kid. I expect them to be brand spanking new and all of these problems to be solved in one session. So, but yeah, this is going to be a process. But with the blank room here, it's like going to be a very positive experience. It is just going to be necessary to, I think, have patience with the process. Others of you, it's not even going to require that. This kid's just trying to get your attention. And the solution is going to be maybe carving out more time for one-on-one, especially if you have other children, or just paying more attention to them. Maybe they're the middle kid and they kind of fall through the cracks because maybe one of your other kids has a health problem or a health issue, or they need more of your attention, more of your time, or the younger one is, gets more of the attention. Maybe there's been a newer addition to the family and that baby's getting all the attention and someone's feeling left out or invisible. So it's like, I got to make a scene to get some attention. And particularly if it's a Leo, because Leos thrive on attention. So they love being the center of attention. They feed off of that. That's how they get their energy. So they've always got to be center stage or feel like they are making some sort of impact, particularly when they're younger. But Leos never really grow out of that, I have to say. And I say that affectionately. But yeah, and this could also just be like, I'm trying to be noticed for promotion, for recognition, for the work that I put into something. And it's your challenge to kind of be patient and wait for this. So in the present energy, as I mentioned, we've got the Knight of Rods. This is a fire sign person. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, like we were talking about. For some of you, maybe you're trying to get the attention of a Leo. You got a crush on a Leo. These court cards can be male or female when they come up in the reading. It's there's no, for some of you, it'll be a male, for others, a female. The present will be into early-ish, or whenever you're watching this video. But yeah, this is somebody that either wants to partner with you, or you want to be in a partnership with, or wants to spend more one-on-one time with you. Again, it could be one of your kids. If you're married or in a long-term partnership with a fire sign, they be feeling like you don't appreciate them, or maybe the honeymoon phase has ended. If it's a relatively new relationship and they're just like, oh, you don't spend as much time with me as you used to, or we don't. Are we ever going to take this to the next level? There's something about like I'm feeling unappreciated or undervalued in some way. Now, for others of you, this is the person you're trying to get their attention, right? You want to date them. You want them to notice you. You want them to ask you out for a date. You want to ask them out for a date. Maybe you're wanting to ask them out for a date. Maybe you're sending them a time or hoping to receive one from them. So there's some, if this is not somebody you're already in relationship with, this is somebody any of you are trying to start one with. And they're coming up in the upright. So that tells me they are a good person. Their intentions are good. But I mean, it can sometimes be a little intimidating if you're going after a fire sign, because they're very social. So they usually know a lot of people. They're usually, maybe there are a lot of people interested in them. And it's kind of like, I don't know, one of those shows where, like The Bachelor or something, where you're like, oh, please pick me. So have some confidence, Libra. You're ruled by Venus. I mean, come on. She's here, right? Ask for her help. What is going to help you in the month of February? We do have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So, this is your competition effing up, okay? So if there is like some competition for the attention of this person, this could be an air sign individual. like you. It could be another Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius. So maybe you're competing with another air sign. For some of you, maybe this is the one that's trying to get your attention, but you don't really want their attention. You like this fire sign, right? But yeah, if this is your competition, it's like they're gonna kind of, this is somebody that's just too harsh. Like whatever they say, they either lie, they're always, I feel like they tell big fibs. I feel like this is somebody who may be a compulsive liar. Or maybe they're always kind of coming at this fire sign in kind of a combative way, even though they're meant to be flirting, but it's always kind of like insulting them or putting them down, and they think that's flirting. But the fire sign is like, no. Especially if they're a Leo, that's not the way to a Leo's heart. Criticism is not the way. I mean, yeah, they can have a sense of humor, but this person just doesn't understand this fire sign at all. They're coming at this the whole wrong way if they're trying to hook a fire sign. So that's going to help you, Libra. Now, if this is the person that you're trying to like get away from, or you're trying to kind of, I do feel like they're like going to try to get you to go somewhere, and you're going to have to turn them down a couple of times. And Libra, you don't like to hurt people's feelings. You are often the mediator, right? And you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You'll just kind of be wishy-washy and go back and forth and withhold making a decision. So if there's somebody asking you out or trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do, you won't say yes or no, but you'll just kind of be like, maybe, or, I do feel like when you don't show up, and you're going to have to do this a couple of times, you stand somebody up. I mean, that's not a cool thing to do, Libra. It is better to just say, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Don't count on me. So, I mean, at least instead of just saying maybe, just say, it doesn't look like it. I'll try, but don't, if you don't want to just come out and say no, don't count on me. Say something to send a clear message. But I do feel like you'll have to do this a couple of times, because this is somebody who's not getting the message. She's just not getting the message. And it may be somebody who really, when you don't show up, even though you said you couldn't make it or you weren't sure, they really rake you over the coals about it. Now, she could also be doing this to the fire sign. Maybe the fire sign was wishy-washy with her, your competition, and then she really kind of lays into the fire sign online. And you're kind of watching this and saying, oh, now here's a shot. Obviously, they're not going to go for this person because she's cray-cray. Now, this could also be, you catching someone in a lie, Libra. This could be totally disconnected from this situation. It's going to help you, though. If anybody's lying to you, deceiving you, again, this is like secrets coming out with Pedro in reverse. And it may cause an argument. Like, you have to confront somebody about, why did you lie to me about this? But I think this is somebody that you is dishonest. You've been through this before with this person. They're always dishonest. They can't tell the truth. So, but yeah, there'd be something they're telling you. Maybe they're like, oh, this fire sign is interested in me, or they're dating someone else, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, I can't trust anything you say because you've lied to me before. But yeah, there could be you holding someone accountable for, but you're going to find out whatever the secret is or whatever the lie is. You'll find out the truth, or find out that someone is lying. This could also be, just this person saying, oh, yeah, we're totally going to go out for a day, and telling you that about this person you're interested in, or that someone else is doing that. They're just trying to mess up whatever this is you want to try to get going with this person, or they want to kind of interfere in your love life in some way, Libra. So if you know somebody's a liar or not to be trusted, don't share your private business with them, because they're probably going to tell this fire sign. Something else coming through is that that this person is connected to this person that you like. So even though that she lies and is not a very good person, that if you tell her that you like this fire sign, it'll get the fire sign will find out about it. But then, this person come back at you like, oh, well, you don't have a chance with the fire sign because the fire sign's interested in me, or the fire sign's interested in this other person. And I feel like you're going to know this is not true, but your message will get passed on through this person to, because she can't keep her mouth shut to save her life. And this could be male or female, but it is coming up as a Queen of Swords here in reverse. So, lots of messages coming through with that. What must be accepted about worry? You do got the Ace of Cups here. You have the Ace of Cups, Libra. So, new romantic flutterings, a new relationship perhaps. This could be somebody making an offer. This could be somebody like, hey, you want to go out? Or you could be asking someone out. Again, we've got the rune of the sun. You've got the sun tarot card and also the rune. So feeling excited, feeling positive, ready to do this, right? Someone could be proposing. Those of you that are in a relationship or have been dating someone, especially a fire sign or a Leo in particular, someone proposed to you on day, Libra. Maybe that's what's going on. It's like, I want the recognition of, I want to spend we've been seeing each other for quite a while, or we've been living together for a while. When are you going to ask me to move in? Or when is this person going to propose to me? Or, and this air sign energy be like, trying to mess things up for you, or trying to be like, oh, well, this person's never going to get married. They told me that they're never going to get married and da-da-da-da-da. And you're going to know that that's not true. Or you're going to be able to go back to this person and say, oh, hey, said that. Well, check out my engagement ring. Because there's a victory coming for you in relationships. For others of you, this is just your crush. Like, hey, let's hang out. Let's go do something. Let's go out for a day. Yeah, new beginning, news of like someone likes you back, or, because you end the month with the Page of Rods in reverse. Again, fire sign energy. If it's a person, Sag, Aries, or Leo, again, could be a child, one of your kids. This could be a new, you, again, carving out that time also for one of your kids, spending one-on-one time, doing something you both like. Maybe trying to find something this kid's interested in, trying to find, maybe it's a sport, or there's something or something creative that they would like to do. But yeah, again, this is just maybe a highly strung child. Always got to be active. There'll be a little bit of ADD going on. And, for some of you Libras, maybe that's something you dealt with. This could be something that you're like, you know what, I bet it is. I bet it's the same thing that happened to me. Or I bet he or she's dyslexic, and that's why they're not doing good in school. And because they're not doing good in school, they're acting out, or they just have all this energy and nowhere to direct it, right? So there's something about your experience. Some of you may be like, I think I've passed this on. I just know that this is what's going on. Now, for those of you that don't have any kids, and again, we're talking about this fire sign, I feel like you're getting good news, you're getting a good response, but it gets stalled somehow here. So maybe they have to change plans with you. Say they ask you out for a date or whatever, but then they have to change plans at the last minute. Something comes up. You kind of feel like, oh man, do they not really like me? I thought they really were into me or whatever. Or maybe you go out once and then it's like, oh God, are they going to call me? Why isn't this person calling me? And this is still kind of that same energy of kind of scattered a little bit. So maybe there's just a lot going on with this person. But you'd be kind of like, oh God, was this swords person right? They don't really like me, or they're really into somebody else. Is this person seeing somebody else and I just don't know? I'm just seeing all these things going through your head, Libra. And, I really think it is that there's just whatever the reason is they told you, it does seem like that's the truth. And you feel that, they're being sincere, but at the same time, your mind starts questioning it. Well, they must not really be interested. Maybe they're not attracted to me. So, and it could be the case that some of you do go out on a date and it's like that, it fizzles. It was just a crush. And the date is fine, but there's not really anywhere to go after this. Maybe they're too flighty, or you're not as attracted to them in person. So maybe you were to their picture. Maybe this is somebody you just saw online and we're like, you've never met in person, and then you do, and it's like, oh, this is not the right person for me, or you know what, this person doesn't look anything like that picture they put online. That was from 10 years ago. Again, anybody being dishonest or lying, you're going to find out about it. So this could also be like you go, maybe this is like, again, the second or third date, or, and you're like hoping they'll make a move physically and they don't. So you're like, oh, maybe they're not attracted to me. But intuitively, I think you're going to feel the opposite. So trust your intuition, Libra. I mean, if you're like, well, you know, last time they seemed really into me physically, but they're not making a move to kiss me, or I think they're just unsure if, they don't want to scare you off, or they don't want to move too fast. They don't want to, maybe they're like not sure if you want them to. It can be so awkward at the beginning, Libra. So if you want the kiss, go in for the kiss. I mean, just go in for it. You can lean in or look at their lips, or, you can send signals. I know again, you're ruled by Venus. But meet me over on Vimeo. We're going to look at part 2 of this reading. We're going to pull one card from the spirit guides, the animal spirit guides. I want to see if we can get more guidance and wisdom on how to deal with this nasty Queen of Swords in reverse. And also kind of like how to kind of ride these energies out until you got confirmation on how this person feels about you, or what the approach should be with this child, or however this is working out for you. So meet me over there. That link again is below. Definitely check out your teen love reading over on Vimeo as well. You probably find out more information about this in that reading. So yeah, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you back here next month. Thanks for watching.